Hey guys, welcome to Can You Leave This Simulation Podcast. We're back at you again for another week's episode. Like we were going to skip a week. You thought we were going to miss one. We didn't. We never miss.
No.
Except for that one time we missed. Got a lot of stuff to talk about today. Psych. We're going to go freestyle today. So,
remix.
Yeah. So this is going to be a little different. And we know that you guys didn't really watch last week's episode as much as you should have. So hopefully we're going to get that corrected with this week's episode where we're absolutely freeballing.
Absolutely freeballing. I mean, freeballing with our speech. I'm freeballing with my clothes. I could point the camera down, but I don't think I should probably do that.
Yeah, I'm just freeballing.
You know who else was freeballing with a speech the other day?
Who?
Zero Dark Brandon.
Jesus Christ. You guys see that shit?
I did. That was embarrassing.
Dude, pull up a picture. Show Mason. Show the audience.
Okay, it looks like I might be having some trouble. I'm not sure if the screen's recording, but I will pull up an image.
What is Zero Dark Brandon?
Mace, there's no Photoshop.
So it's just Dark Brandon. That's what Joe Biden's going by now.
Okay.
But you know, Zero Dark 30. I've been calling him Zero Dark Brandon all week.
I get it. Jesus. Dude looks like he's from a frickin' horror movie.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on with that. Obviously, they got him memed out already.
The internet never misses.
It was. Did you guys see any of the speech? I know Zach said he saw a little bit.
I just saw the pictures.
I just saw a little bit of the pictures and a little bit of the speech, but I just wanted to point out that his kind of new tactic for the midterms here is he's going against MAGA Republicans. So he's not just going like he doesn't really mind. He says he doesn't really mind the regular Republicans. So he's just going after a subset group of them. So it's a strange way to campaign, in my opinion.
It's a strange way to campaign for a strange man.
Well, yeah. I mean, he's got to get out there and smell hair somehow.
Yeah.
How much amphetamines do you think that guy's on when he gives a speech?
Probably less than his son.
That's true.
That's a good one.
That's probably his dealer.
Yeah. What did he say in one speech? He's the coolest guy I know. Oh.
He parties every day. I'm pretty sure they got every president drugged up these days. They're all like 80.
Yeah, you gotta stay on point, right?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Zero Dark Brandon. That's a new one. I can't wait to use that.
Yeah, I've been dropping that one. People are like, what?
Zero Dark Brandon.
That's what I like about it. Nobody knows what you're talking about.
What are you talking about, man?
So you guys been watching any college football over the weekend? It's the start of college football season here.
So I watched some. Zach, you watch any?
I watched the big games. Notre Dame, Ohio. I caught a little bit of the Florida State LSU game.
Did you catch any of the Georgia versus Oregon? Oh my God, that was rough.
It was almost as bad as Michigan, CSU.
Yeah. So all those games went by, and so then it comes to, all the time the Pac-12 is playing late because they're on the western side of the United States. But so it comes up as Oregon State versus Boise. I'm like, oh, okay, this will be a fun game. Both teams are kind of fun to watch. Oh my God. After watching that first half, Boise was getting their ass kicked. We quit watching. I was like, I can't do this.
I eventually did that with the Notre Dame Ohio State game.
Yeah.
I'm surprised there were so many blowouts already.
Were there any upsets?
Florida beat number 7 Utah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's hard to start the season with like accurate rankings. So
yeah,
unless you're Georgia.
Yeah, unless you're even there were
Bama
2 or 3. They weren't even ranked number 1 after winning last year.
Is Bama number 1?
I think so. LSU lost. Way to go, Brian Kelly. You left Notre Dame, went to LSU to lose some more.
I mean, Notre Dame lost too, so
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. Maybe with Brian Kelly, they wouldn't have.
maybe.
I doubt it. They still would have lost.
Maybe. You guys see that targeting play that they had?
Which game?
LSU, Florida State.
I did not.
Oh man, I'll have to send you guys. I'll send you the thing so you can put it in here. But I think it was a quarterback or DN that came off. Went to go tackle the quarterback. Quarterback already had it thrown, and it's just clear like helmet straight into the quarterback,
Jesus.
like textbook targeting.
Did they have to review it, or was it just automatic targeting?
I don't remember. But apparently, that player wiped out all affiliation with LSU on a social media after the game.
And he lost.
Well, I don't know if he's still on the team. That's the thing.
I would think it's probably not a good look for him.
Did you see how they lost, Jake?
Yeah.
Muff
Missed
punt.
field goal.
Well, first it starts with a muff punt. So they're like, oh my God, we're ruined. But then Florida State goes down to the goal line, fumbles on the goal line, gives LSU the ball back. They drive all the way down, score a touchdown, and then get the extra point blocked. Never seen such a crazy end to a game.
Football's back, baby.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, regular season NFL. Just a
Yeah,
couple
right.
days away. Actually, at the day this episode drops.
Oh, yeah. Shit.
I kind of got a hot take.
Okay.
What's that?
Football's a little boring.
Oh, it's so boring right now.
Mm-hmm.
Do you just mean right now, or because it's like not the real season yet?
Dude, I started watching college football, and like I don't know, maybe it's because like the past like 6 months, however long it's been, I've been watching like UFC, hockey, like faster paced sports where there's always something.
I thought he was going to go straight into pickleball there.
And then I go into football, and it's like a lot of dead time. My attention span's just not ready for it yet.
I'm not gonna lie though, college football is not really my favorite. Like,
me neither.
It just doesn't do it for me. If I'm doing nothing, like a night game, yeah, maybe I'll throw it on there, watch it with a buddy. But it just, I don't care.
Yeah, I'm more about trying to destroy everyone in my fantasy leagues.
Mm-hmm. And I mean, it
especially
doesn't help.
This one.
Yeah, since you got 2, what the hell?
Yeah, cheating on us, man.
That reminds me, I got a drop for this other draft.
Yeah.
Yep. No, it doesn't help that I don't necessarily really have a college football team to give a shit about, so I have no cheering investment.
It'd be a lot easier if you had a team.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I did hear Zach say he thought the UFC is a little more entertaining, and I heard that there was a pretty entertaining fight over the weekend here.
A couple of them. Yeah, Jake, were you able to watch the historic event?
I was not yet. I have it primed up. It's in my queue. I'm gonna watch it. I got so much stuff in my backlog that I need to watch right now. I got like 12 movies in there. This UFC fight's kind of at the top because I don't like watching sports way behind when it actually happened.
You already know what happens.
Yeah, it was UFC's first event in Paris. I don't know if they've been to France before, but I know it was the first one in Paris. So their headliner was one of the top heavyweights, Cyril Gane. I think fights out of Paris, or at least France. Yeah, he probably put on one of the best performances I've seen.
What made him stand out?
The guy's just a surgeon, man. He's just when you think of heavyweight, you're thinking of this like big, buff dude, a lot of knockout power. Probably that's about it, right? This guy's like he's the hybrid. Like I don't know if his knockout power is quite on par with the other guys. It's probably less, but he's quick. He can hit from distance.
He's like technical. LeBron James. I think he's 6'6", like 250, right?
He can dunk like him too.
Yeah, so it's like LeBron James, but in a UFC ring with training. Just athletic as hell.
That's interesting. And I know like a lot of the heavyweight guys, they kind of get tired out quicker too. It sounds like it might not be the case for him.
No, actually, when you watch the fight, you'll see the other guy. You can tell he is just wearing it, dude. He is tired. He's breathing heavy, and it just seems like he's just chilling. But
I wouldn't be surprised if the other guy didn't have a couple broken ribs after that fight.
Oh yeah, but he actually got knocked out. He admitted to getting knocked out and then getting up and still fighting, and then ended up winning.
He got dropped. He was like 2 seconds away from losing that fight.
Yep.
So is this the co-main or the main?
That was the main.
That was the main event.
Have you seen guys doing the shoey?
Yeah.
The guy who he fought was the shoey guy.
Okay.
Shui Vasa.
Shui Vasa. Hi, Shui Vasa.
The co-main event was also good?
It was all right. It is really, I mean, honestly, it was not as entertaining of a fight just because it was one-sided, I felt like, but it was still a good fight.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Robert Whittaker fought Marvin Vettori for basically who's next in line for the belt, essentially. Whittaker had the belt. I believe he's lost to Adesanya twice now.
I think he can beat him.
I think he can beat him too.
If Izzy keeps fighting the way he's fighting, I think Whittaker can beat him.
I think Whittaker can too. He's proven to be like the next guy up. Like he loses to Izzy and then wins the next 3. Just
And he thought he won the last fight versus Izzy. I mean, nobody else did, but he did.
I mean, he did get knocked out.
It's confidence.
Right? But I mean, he's just one of the veterans of the sport. He might actually move up a weight class and test light heavy, but we'll see.
I think it'd be a mistake.
You never know, man.
I'm thinking it's going to be tough to beat Prohashka.
Yuri?
Yeah.
Samurai?
Oh, my goodness.
Dude, Glover Teixeira almost had him. He should have had him beat.
He did have him, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Just couldn't finish it.
I think Jan takes that belt whenever they fight again.
I don't think so.
Polish power, baby.
I think Yuri's the number 1, and I do think Glover's number 2, and then I think it's Jan Blachowicz is number 3. I think it's pretty, in my opinion. Yeah. Jan just doesn't do it for me.
We'll see.
So that one wasn't a big UFC number fight, right? So is the next one coming up soon?
The next number fight Saturday.
And honestly, last weekend's card was probably better than this upcoming card, I think.
Yeah, I'll give you that.
But so we kind of talked about it in the chat a little bit because Zach was like, I can't believe this wasn't a
pay-per-view.
Because it should have been.
You throw an interim belt in there as a pay-per-view card.
Yeah. I think the only reason it wasn't was because it was in Paris and it was playing at 3 o'clock was when it started, 2 o'clock.
Mm-hmm.
So it's hard to get Americans to pay $75 to spend their Saturday
on college football opening day.
I wasn't really even aware that it was going on. I'm so used to UFC being at night. I was just like, I'm tuning in to football. And then I saw you guys in the chat and you're like, oh, that's a fight, blah, blah, blah. I was like, oh, I'm going to have to check that out. Thankfully, I have ESPN Plus.
I was going to say, it's free if you have ESPN
Watch the Home Run Derby on, by the way.
Jesus.
But yeah, this next fight card is Khamzat Chimaev versus Nate Diaz is the headliner for it. Not a title belt. It's one of the first pay-per-views in a while that's not a title belt, so shows you their confidence they got in both those top guys.
Hopefully it's a good fight. Pay $75 for it. Good God.
Never count Nate Diaz out, man.
Yeah, and it's a card that has Tony Ferguson on it, so that's always entertaining.
So there's some names on it still, even though it's not as big as the last week's fight.
I've named about the 3 names on the card.
Yeah.
Kevin Holland is on there.
Yair Rodriguez.
I
think.
I don't think he's on that card.
I thought I saw him. Maybe
he might be. Kevin Holland's on the card.
I like Kevin Holland too.
Dude, Kevin Holland's out there like real life Superman.
Yeah.
He's stopping armed robbers, wrestling purse burglars are down.
Seems to be around a lot of crime.
Yeah, wait a minute.
H-Town, baby.
So I asked you guys to do a little bit of homework this last week. Did you guys have a chance to do any homework?
I started doing some homework. Got about 30 minutes in, and I was like, "This is the driest show I've ever watched in my life." Then about 2 days later, Jake's like, "Oh, by the way, guys, skip the first 30 minutes because they suck." I'm like, "Good God!"
Yeah, I should have tried watching it first and then sent you that.
I totally had written it off. I was like, I'm not watching 4 hours of this if the first 30 is like this.
Dude, I watched a weak ass PowerPoint show for 30 minutes and fell asleep.
So, for you unfamiliar, since nobody watched last week's episode, you bitches,
what the hell?
Definitely go back and watch it so you can learn about the moon landing. But this week we wanted to do kind of one more conspiracy here, and then we'll take a break next week. We obviously have a bunch more that we're going to bring up on the show. I don't know. We'll just break it. You know how we break stuff up. We do the brackets like once a month. Well, maybe we'll do a conspiracy once a month. Anyway,
if you comment what you like and what you don't like.
Yeah, seriously, this is like the first week we didn't get emails in a while. So why don't you email us, and then you could be part of the show. We could talk about what you want to talk about, but you don't do it. Anyway, what we're talking about is September 11th, the new Pearl Harbor. It's a documentary. You can watch it for free on YouTube. It's all over the internet too. There's a bunch of free documentaries on 9/11. There's like Loose Change is one of the big first ones. But I like this one because they kind of dive more into the questions and the science of things rather than just kind of showing videos and being like, oh, that guy said something else happened or whatever. And there is a little bit of that in there, so don't get me wrong. But I like this documentary because it kind of, as they go through things, they kind of look at things from both sides, and then they ask questions to see if they can really be answered or not. So, you guys, I know you probably didn't watch the whole thing. I know it's super long. Like you said, it's like 4 or 5 hours. Yeah, it's a 3-part, like 3 DVD kind of documentary. So
wait, that thing was on DVD?
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, the quality of the YouTube one I sent you is not great. It's like someone ripped it off the DVD, and it's
exactly like what it is.
For sure. If you get to the very end of the DVD, though, it's like you can copy this and give it out to your friends for free. So you're allowed to do that. But yeah, as I was saying, I know you guys didn't watch the whole thing, but did anything catch your attention at the beginning there?
No, because I'm pretty skeptical about it.
Okay.
There's definitely some things that they were interviewing some people, and they were saying, yeah, this happened or this happened. And I was like, who even are you? Like, are you just some guy there?
What kind of stuff were they asking?
One guy said that FDR knew that there was planes coming to attack Pearl Harbor, and he was like, let them. We're not supposed to interfere or something. And I'm like, really? Really? And then they said the same thing about the planes with
Bush.
Twin Towers. Yeah. I don't know.
Well, they did kind of go through, like, they had some kind of intelligence, and I get that it's like basically impossible to tell what's actually going to happen, and that intelligence like that's coming in all the time. Of course, everyone knows you can use a plane as a weapon. It's like using a car as a weapon. They're getting those tips every day. So,
kind of off topic, but kind of on topic. There's a new conspiracy or theory out there revolving around 9/11. Not that it was like an inside job like the traditional one, but this one says that, United Flight 93, the one that the passengers supposedly fought back, crashed in a field. Apparently, people are saying that it was shot down by a missile.
Oh, yeah. That's in the documentary, too.
Oh, is it? I haven't got that far. But yeah, they're saying it got shot down by a missile because, like, the plane, like the shrapnel or whatever, the wreckage was just so far apart that it wouldn't make sense to come from a plane crash.
Yeah, and since I watched the whole movie, I'll catch you up. So Part of the problem they say with that is there's this giant hole in the ground. You can see it even has like wing marks and tail marks in the ground from when it flew in. But the problem is they found debris from that plane like up to 8 miles away. So they knew that it had to at least break up a little bit in the air before it hit the ground.
Just thought.
Which is very possible. It could have broken up and just hit the ground. So I'm not going to say that. Yeah,
dude, that's not my expertise.
I don't buy into stuff easily. I asked you guys to watch this. I think a lot of like the conspiracy stuff is just kind of fun. It's like kind of more of a brain puzzle than more of like nothing really hooks me. Like I'm not convinced that it was like a fake hoax or anything. I don't know. It's entertaining.
I like the thought of it. I think 9/11 is the one conspiracy like I don't like thinking about just because I don't know. It's my country, you know, that type of thing.
Well, and like
you got a lot of stuff like well,
so
the whole thing that I think people don't like about 9/11 is it's kind of like the false flag setup, right? And that's why they were kind of tying it back to Pearl Harbor, because a lot of people think that was another false flag to go to war for World War II. But even if you look at more recent things, a lot of people say COVID was a false flag. And I'm not sure if we can talk about this much because we might get kicked off YouTube.
And we just got banned.
I think I'm with Zach. I just the Pearl Harbor or the 9/11 one. I have a hard time with it because in my mind it's like if at all, if there's any chance at all that like our government had anything to do with that, then we're opening up a can of worms here.
Yeah, everything else I believe is fucked.
Yeah, at that point, I mean,
well,
I by no means believe this, but at that point, all the school shootings are government and all of this, and
we just got banned from YouTube.
Yeah, it's just something I can't get behind.
I'm with you. Like the moon landing. All right, we just want to one up the Russians.
Yeah,
all right,
nobody's getting hurt.
JFK. All right, he tried taking out the CIA. Gone. All right. You know, there's some of these things where I'm like, all right, you know, I like to think about it. Not saying I believe it or not, but.
Well, okay, but besides the false flag part of 9/11 was terrorists hit the towers, the Pentagon, and landed in the field. So we had to go to war with Iraq, right?
Yeah.
Which is crazy in the first place because we were attacked by Saudi Arabians. But I think that maybe it's a little different than Pearl Harbor and those kinds of events, just because there were a lot of people that were kind of aware of it. So like all the higher ups, the day of September 11th, called in sick to work that day. The guy that owned all three buildings took out $3.1 billion in insurance for them 1 month before the attack. That's when he bought the buildings. And it was only covered for 3.1, but they paid out like $9.2 billion to him after all three fell. And I think the weirdest part, so they go into details about like how the Twin Towers fall at like free fall speed and like the physics of it. But I think the weirdest thing is Building 7, because Building 7 straight up was not hit by a plane. It was not hit by debris. And there's buildings in between it and the World Trade Centers that were absolutely undamaged, and it fell in a complete free fall, completely square, not asymmetrical. So I think that's the weirdest out of all of this. And I also think the Pentagon's a little strange too. It's one of the most highly surveilled buildings in the world, and yet there's one camera shot of it and there's no plane in it, so it's a little strange.
Maybe it was like too graphic or whatnot that they didn't want the public seeing, or there's, I don't know.
But they show the one still.
I don't know, man. I don't want to think it.
Yeah,
it's weird. And then they went around to like all the convenience stores and whatever and confiscated all their film too. So there's a lot of cameras on other buildings around there that had it recorded that we don't have the recordings for. So it's just strange. It's just one of those things. And I think that's kind of what lead people to be more conspiratorial about that is, they're hiding information or whatever, right? People, that's like a big red flag.
Yeah. But maybe they're not hiding it from us. Maybe they're hiding it from like other governments because there's like a security breach or something. Just playing devil's advocate. I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, that's part
Obviously,
of what I was
like Central Intelligence is not my area of expertise.
What do you know?
saying. That's exactly what someone in Central Intelligence would say.
Logging off right now.
There's Edward Snowden right there.
Jesus.
Yeah, so I watched that whole movie with my mom, and she was really big into not believing any conspiracies going into it, but she flipped pretty easily. I was like, Mom. And we had to buy the DVD set and send it to my QAnon aunt, so we're all good now.
Was she at the Capitol too, or?
That's classified.
Yeah.
She was going full Zero Dark Brandon down at the Capitol.
Zero Dark Brandon.
Rich times, people.
See, you watch that conspiracy theory. Now you're sick. Government's out to get you, buddy.
It's true.
Mm-hmm. Nanobots in the air, man.
Last week, Zach mentioned Trump or Hillary, and bam, internet down.
Dude, you know what's something weird?
What?
All right, so when I lived in Maine, the Bush vacation home was there,
Right?
right? And you could drive by it. It's off there like this little peninsula. Has like a helicopter thing, like boat launch, like guard shack. Really nice property, but obviously you could tell like an average Joe doesn't live there.
Right.
Dude, you drive up there within like a 10-mile radius, no cell phone service.
Oh, that's right. I do remember that.
Mm-hmm.
You have cell phone service everywhere, and then you get near it, and bam, nothing.
Bam, gone.
I'll say from a tech point of view, 10 miles is a really big range.
I mean, it could have been 2 miles. I don't know.
Yeah.
It definitely wasn't 10. But...
It could have been like 200 feet for all I fucking know.
Everyone in town's like, why the hell does my phone not work anymore?
It was more like a half-mile radius.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. They do make jammers, signal jammers. And I'll get into something in a second here that I've always wondered about. But you could set one up in your house or whatever, and it would kind of disrupt all the signals so that nothing could come in or out. But then at the same time, it's like, do you really want that? Because then all your communication has to be over a line. Since you can't do anything over wireless, you can't listen to music, you can't use Wi-Fi, you can't use cellular, you can't use radio. So you're kind of screwed. But my question with the signal jammer is, and I believe this has happened a few times, I think people can take them down to football stadiums and use them during the game to jam the play calling system.
Belichick or what?
I wouldn't put it past
anybody
them.
did, yeah.
I mean, it gives your... Well, I don't, it's hard to say because it's like it doesn't really give you an advantage if it blocks both teams' signal, right? So,
right. Well, it just so happens it's always the away teams that signal gets blocked somehow. Oh, the mics weren't working. It's like,
well, yeah, dude. If I'm a home fan,
Oh,
you think
go
I'm going to
figure.
block my home teams?
yeah. Well, I mean, they know what the stadium knows what frequency they communicate on. So, I would say that's probably some kind of insider info.
Like Nancy Pelosi
and her husband.
Mm-hmm.
And Zero Dark Brandon.
You're gonna roll with that one for a minute.
I like it. It sounds cool.
We found Jake's new fantasy team.
Zero Dark Brandon.
Dude, I tried changing my fantasy football name today, and it said there's an inappropriate word in there. and
Okay,
will
well-
let me change it.
Before you changing it
I
to.
feel like
Alright.
that's an essential part of fantasy football names.
I'm going to give you 3 words.
Okay.
You let me know if any of them are inappropriate.
These were the
Is this
only 3
another-
words in it.
These
Is
were
this
the only
another
3.
thing we're going to get kicked off YouTube for?
Yeah.
I feel good saying these 3 words to any human on Earth.
Okay.
Ready?
Even your grandma.
Yes.
Okay.
The first word, therapist.
Okay.
Second word, Houston.
Okay.
Third, massage.
I mean, thinking we know where you're going with this. But yeah, what
What?
the heck?
But yeah, why can't I do that?
I don't know. What was it? What were you trying to write with that?
Houston massage therapists.
And it said inappropriate.
Mm-hmm.
ESPN probably totally knows too many.
It probably
people.
caught
We're
the
gonna-
word. It probably caught ass and massage.
It could have.
No way.
Yeah, it's ESPN. They don't have a good word filter.
I guarantee they have it set up to where they don't have to deal with people making fun
Why
of
would they
it.
put any filter on it at all?
Well, that's true.
Well, yeah, Paul
And-
sent me this thing. He's like, you should make this your name. I'm like, all right, that'll be funny. I'll take a quick screenshot, send it to him.
Nothing.
Nothing. Don't
Guys-
let me.
Who is Paul?
And now
so-
a word from our sponsors. DraftKings.
You know, the other issue I have with ESPN's fantasy is like putting a picture on there is so gosh
Fucking
damn
hard.
difficult.
Yeah, they're like, it's too big. It's the size is too big.
Or it's that's not an approved website or something. And I'm like, Jesus Christ.
What do you want from me?
Seriously, just let me upload a picture. I don't.
Yeah. So my girlfriend has a league on, I think it's NFL fantasy. Bam, picture right from her phone, right as her profile. I'm like,
Ooh,
yeah,
we switch
shit.
it next year or what?
I gotta
Yeah,
call
who the
Jake.
hell's our commissioner?
Yeah. I gotta call Jake and be like, hey man, can you somehow get this photo on the internet so I can put it on ESPN?
I'm like, sure, dude. I'm just at work right now.
Yeah, no, it's no big deal.
MBD, baby, MBD.
Yeah.
Mason's just over there making trades.
You'll see.
Yeah, behind our back. There's like
Oops.
12 trades after we get off the podcast.
Damn. Other thing is I can't figure out how to use this damn app that you make us use.
What app?
You know.
Signal.
There we go. Figured it out. Here you go, Jake.
It's not like we're in the middle of a podcast.
I don't get that, man. What's the joke?
It's not a joke.
Where is he?
Who's that a picture of?
Debo.
Oh, dude, you're dumb.
You're gonna change your team name to Finding Debo.
No.
I might.
Joke's on you. That's my girlfriend's team name.
She's got good taste with Debo.
Way to be an ass, Zach.
She's got good taste with Debo.
So now that fantasy football season's starting, how you feeling? Confident in your lineup?
Always am.
Yeah.
Yeah, why wouldn't I be?
Always am. I drafted them. They're fucking goated.
Yeah.
No one wants to trade me, so I obviously have the best players.
Yeah. Yeah, I've seen a big time lack of trades this year so far.
Has there been a single one yet?
Nope.
Dang, that's a drought.
Usually we have like 6 before the season starts.
Last year I had like 2 or 3 like the first day.
Nope. We did it a month ago, though. Jesus.
Do you
I know.
think Johnny wrapped his burrito this time? That's why there's no.
Yeah, I think he actually
No
got it
trades.
wrapped.
18 months. He's gonna take off.
That's what his team name should be. Oh, yeah, Zach, you weren't on for that one, were you?
I listened to it.
Yeah, you listened to it.
I like how he's like, I'm an open book. I'll talk about anything. And then I just kind of lead him into something, and he's like, huh?
Not that.
I like how nervous he got the first time we ever did it. Like, he told me the night before all about how OnlyFans worked, and then we get him on here. We're like, so tell us how OnlyFans work. He's like, nah.
What do you guys want to know?
Dude, that's how we all are going to be, though. Like, come episode 100, we're going to be, like, showing, like, dick pics. And...
Yeah, pretty much. I think this podcast is only going to ramp up more and more. So
no one watches this shit anyway.
Yeah. Just Jake's mom who wants to fight me.
Yeah. She had some choice words for you.
Yeah. Is she going to still want to fight me if your telehealth comes back and I was right?
I don't see a situation where that could happen.
Yeah.
Damn, what if you come back and your telehealth's older than what Mason
86?
And you just open it up, it says, get help now.
Guys, I'm going to have to take a step back from the podcast.
We hope you're enjoying retirement.
You get a social security check as you open it up.
Get senior discounts everywhere I go.
Early bird special.
Ooh.
You start eating at Golden Corral all the time.
Dude, fuck Golden Corral.
Oh, God, it's so
it's nasty.
gross. Oh, I can't.
Of all the places you
you can eat ribs, steak.
I won't go there.
Yeah, I refuse.
It's not good food. It's the same with Country Buffet. It's the same with
Not happening. Yep.
all those Chinese buffets. There's a few good Chinese buffets, but
Chances are, if it's a buffet, it's probably not good.
well, yeah,
That's a good chance.
unlimited food
Yeah.
for one price. Unless you're at the Capital One Lounge.
Now, salad bars. Salad bars is a different story.
I've got sick at salad bars twice, so I'm not in on this one.
You guys see Wild Wild Country?
What's Wild Wild Country?
Jake?
Oh, you know it.
All right, Mason's new homework is to watch Wild Wild Country.
Dude, you guys are going to give me way too much homework. I can't even get 30 minutes into one.
Dude, it's like normal movies and stuff. We're not even asking to do anything difficult.
Midsummer, dude. Midsummer.
I'm not watching that one ever again.
He's freaked out still.
Hey, dude, is that kind of a form of soaking? What they did in that movie?
What do you mean?
No.
Well, because
Not
the
at
lady
all.
was like behind
Oh.
him, like pushing on him.
That's not soaking.
Oh, I
How
thought
is
you meant
that
the
di-
other part. His special drink.
Oh, God. Yeah, that was...
Yeah, I wouldn't. To our viewers, I wouldn't recommend Midsummer.
I like it. I think it's a great movie.
It was
So,
freaking... it was...
one of my coworkers at work, I was talking about Wild Wild Country because it's based on a cult, and she's like, "Oh yeah, I'll have to check this out. That sounds cool." I'm like, "Yeah, if you like the cult things, you should also watch Midsummer." And then I'm like, "Wait, I just recommended that movie. Nah, don't watch that. Don't watch that."
Heck yeah. I liked Wild Wild Country too, though.
Yeah, I think you'd like that, Mace. To our viewers listening to this, check out Wild Wild Country before now and next episode because we'll chat about it.
Is it a comedy?
And
Absolutely.
email
it
us
is.
in any questions you have about it.
I'm into comedies.
Our podcast is loosely based on their concepts.
Yeah.
Loosely, yeah. I think that's where Jake and I first started with this.
Yeah.
As today, you'll notice we're all wearing matching colors.
Yep.
You guys seen any good movies lately?
Top Gun.
You know,
I still haven't seen that one, so.
Oh, that's a good movie.
Dude, get the fuck off this podcast.
That's a good movie.
You guys see Prey yet?
I haven't. I want to see that, though.
The new Predator movie?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's on Hulu. I don't want to ruin it for you. I didn't really care for it much, though.
Really?
I
I've
think
heard nothing but good things.
I've heard good things too.
the biggest problem for me is that the whole cast is like it's set like back, and it's all like Native Americans, and they actually cast like Native Americans to play them.
So why is that a
But then
problem?
they use like the whitest like talking and slang, and like nothing about it feels old or like Native American.
I can understand that, but I'm still gonna watch it. I want to watch that one.
I started watching the new Game of Thrones.
Oh,
Or sorry, House of Dragon.
I haven't seen that. I don't think I will either.
I haven't seen Game of Thrones, so
I'm still salty about how the Game of Thrones ended. So
Same, buddy. Same.
one that I just watched, and I actually liked it. It was a bit odd, but I liked it. Was Jordan Peele's Nope.
Oh, they're pretty good.
oh yeah, I still want to see that one.
I liked it. It was different, so I'm just tired of the same old shit.
I liked his other movies. They kind of
Get out.
They kind of like unwrap and kind of get wild at the end, but I don't know if it's the same way with No. I heard there's a monkey that rips people apart.
Maybe. You'll see.
That's a yes.
Hey, that's right there, man. You think you could beat up a chimp?
I know I could.
Is it a baby chimp?
Dude, you could fuck up a chimp, dude.
I know I could.
Dude, they got way more strength than you.
Dude, a chimp would maul you.
Eat your face off.
Nah.
You don't got no weapons, dude.
Yeah. He's got you beat.
Yeah, dude.
No.
Dude,
Yeah,
chimps are fucking lethal.
No, gorilla? Gorilla I ain't fucking with.
Nah, dude, you couldn't even take a monkey, dog.
Oh, come on.
I think we should sign him up for a fight.
Do it. If Khabib
you
can
don't
take
want
down
this, man.
a bear, I can take down a freaking chimp.
I'd almost rather go after the bear.
Khabib's not a normal man.
Me neither.
Send location.
Yeah.
Dude, we need to get Mesa that hot chip. One chip, hot chip challenge.
I won't do it.
Did you say chip?
Yeah. Chip. Hot chip.
Some of the guys at work did it, and they broke off just a tiny little piece. And I guess they couldn't stand it. But they showed it to me, and it looks so disgusting. Like, it just looks like blue and green matted Dorito-looking thing. Oh, my God, it looks gross.
Caked on makeup, dude.
Oh.
I don't think it's supposed to be delicious looking.
How do you think they get so much spice on it?
Dude, I don't know.
It's probably not even a chip. It's probably just pressed spice.
It's probably somebody's ookie cookie.
Ugh, dude.
There you go, Jake. You can look up ookie cookie.
Kind of like is that like
Also
a blue
known
waffle situation?
No, it's like soggy waffle.
Yeah.
Oh. Guys, let's talk about smut.
You guys see it was a high school team here in San Antonio.
Okay.
They went all Blue Mountain State.
What does that mean?
They
Oil change?
Nah, close. The football team, like the seniors apparently had them like take Oreos and put like hot sauce on it. Had them put it between their butt cheeks and like walk 100 yards. And they dropped it and had to eat it.
Jesus.
Yeah, that'd be
So yeah, now there's like 20-some students suspended.
With their rosy cheeks.
Makes sense.
Could you imagine being like just like a 300-pound lineman and then getting done and doing that?
Can you imagine being the guy who had to eat them?
Yeah.
Oh, you can?
I got Oreos right over there.
I've been putting Franks on them all day. I'm ready.
You guys ready for this week's challenge?
I put that shit on everything.
Oh.
Everything.
On a side note, I think we found out how to choose the draft order for next year.
I'll take 10. Don't worry.
Yeah.
Imagine if we had like competitions and we filmed that and we put it on the podcast.
So I did see they did a combine, like a fantasy draft combine to pick their order. And it looked pretty sick. Like they had to throw a football in this thing, and then they had to chug the beer and do the flip cup, and then put a ping pong ball in. It looked pretty fun.
Dude, we could get the bastards in our league to do that.
I agree with whatever you said.
Yeah, I don't know what you said, but yes.
We wouldn't be able to get any of the bastards in our league to do that.
Oh, that's no shit.
Yeah, we can't get everyone in one place.
Dude, you know how many torn Achilles there'd be by having them do a 10-yard sprint?
Dude, we can't even get them committed to make their pick when it's their turn to pick. There's no way we're going to get them to do something.
Dude.
You'd have someone being like, I want to be 10th.
Dude, we'd have like 4 ACL tears, 2 Achilles ruptures.
It's the most dangerous day of football ever recorded.
It's a good thing we got a PT in the group.
Someone would just be on the sidelines hacking darts.
Yeah.
But yeah, man.
You're in? Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Just like do a thing where you gotta smoke like a cigar and then see how much you can inflate a balloon or something.
I'll do a cigar mile.
Cigar what?
Mile. Smoke a cigar and run a mile.
That'd be brutal. Your lungs would take a while to recover. Because there's no way that you're not inhaling that while you're running.
Johnny would bring an e-cigarette.
Yeah. You got to do it on a track, and every lap around the track, you have to shotgun a beer.
Whew.
While smoking that cigar the whole time.
Dude, I ain't making it to the mile.
Imagine a group of 10 of us out there smoking cigars and drinking beers on a track.
Dude, we have hard enough time making the mile anyway.
Sir, that stuff is not allowed on school premises.
Just recess time.
And the winner of the cigar mile is 42 minutes.
Only one finish.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we don't know the order still.
Round 2.
Goodness gracious.
Oh, that's funny.
So, I do have a bit of news about that fantasy football.
Dun, dun, dun.
He lost his password and you can't sign in.
We have officially purchased a trophy.
Oh,
Dude, shut the fuck up. No, I'm out. I'm done.
We officially purchased a trophy.
Who's holding on to it right now?
Nobody. It's being made.
Okay. I was going to say, you can't just hold on to a trophy that's not yours.
Just hold it up.
Yeah. Hey, do I get a date with this since I never got it when I was champ? Jake can get 2 days.
Your name's on it, though.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. Is my name twice?
Yes.
Fuck you.
I think they put douche the second time, though.
It's got your name and then your team name.
Dude, that's sick.
Hell yeah.
Dude. You got a picture?
No, I can pull one up real quick, though.
You better.
Let's see. I'll just.
When can I get my diamond ring?
You got to do that. We got to get together and do that together, like all the champions to do it, because everybody should buy their own diamond.
We're all right here.
Except for Bubba and Colin.
Yeah, like I said, we're all right here.
Can I just chip away Blaine's trophy name on there?
Ooh, is he on there?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
It's like the Stanley Cup, man. Give me my day with it.
So I've been seeing it on like social medias, and that's what got me to do it.
Yes.
It's like a different little placard for each year.
Yep.
Does it have the name of it on there?
Yeah.
All right, cool.
So it's got 19 with capability to put 30 more on the back. So should last us forever.
Probably go down another level like the Stanley Cup if we need to.
Yeah, just keep going and going.
I'll probably be dead by the time we finish that. So
oh, I'm going to be playing long after I'm dead.
I'll still be running that cigar mile. Don't worry.
God damn it! If I can vote when I'm dead, I can play fantasy football when I'm dead.
How long have you been voting?
3 or 4 times a year.
Yeah, that's sick. We need to get a picture of that for us, and then I think we should send that off to Blaine and then get his opinion.
The picture?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm not sending the trophy to Blaine.
Oh, no. Are you crazy?
Hey, you think we can get Blaine on the pod?
That's what I'm saying. We should send him the picture and be like, hey, you should hop on here for like a 10, 15 minutes.
Give us your opinion, yeah. Yep. He'd be like, you guys just kicked me for no reason.
You guys have
he'd be like, you guys are doing that?
Yeah. I don't even remember doing that with you guys.
Yeah, seriously.
So
I won? That pissed me off so bad.
The other thing I thought about is if we had like last place pay for shipping to wherever it was going.
That's not a bad one.
And then some.
Well, yeah. And has to throw something in there too. I don't know.
I'm cool with that.
Yeah, you should have to do something to the trophy to make it special for that year or something.
Even if it's in the same town, you know, you still got to take it to UPS and get the label and get it shipped to their fucking house.
I'm going to find like the most expensive shipping too.
Like say it's here and then somebody from here wins it again. They have to ship it to Atlanta, then back to here.
Yeah, ship it to me here in Houston. I'll just send it back to y'all.
Yeah. Well, you're going to come in last anyway, so might as well.
Yeah, I don't know what you're worried about.
Hey, dude, I play Ookie Cookie. I come first, all right?
Oh, yeah. Good call. Good call.
We'll get Paul in here. We'll get some...
Who's Paul?
Yeah, Paul knows who you are.
What the hell? How?
Well, you know.
Is this from the show? I'm a celebrity now, you know.
We need to get Johnny in here again.
Yeah.
Dude, we could just do like a quick reunion tour.
Should we get Johnny on when we record this next one where we're all drinking?
12 beers, 12 guests.
Yeah, and
because there's no way Johnny's
has
keeping
to
up
drink
with
us. Yeah.
There's no way, and we'll have it on video, so he'll look like a bitch on the internet.
I'm good, guys. I'm good.
So throwing up.
No.
Yeah, that sounds good.
All right. 12 beers, 12 guests.
12 beers is going to be rough to get through in a podcast.
6 beers, 6 guests.
There you go. There you go. It's going to be, what are these, like an hour long? I don't know if I'm doing 12 beers in an hour.
Go.
It's going to be like us talking over each other like we already do.
I can already see like one of us like saying something and laughing real hard and the rest of us going, what?
I don't get the joke.
Don't we do that already?
Well, the best part is if we do this, like all three of us, we got inside jokes, so we could just be rattling them off, like, and everyone else will be like, "What's going on?"
Yeah.
You know, even though we don't got a lot of viewers, I enjoy hanging out with you guys once a week.
Yes.
I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, like that's kind of the reason why we're doing this, right?
We're not doing it for fame.
Yeah, Zach's just doing it to destroy my Wednesday nights, and then, yeah.
Hey, dude, fuck up my life, right?
Zach's just doing it to show everybody how terrible the internet is in Houston.
Yeah, we're having Johnny on next week, though, so we're going to have to get him, we definitely need an Ethernet hookup for him.
Who, Johnny? Yeah, no shit.
Yeah, like Wi-Fi is not an option.
Dude, we'll get a guest list together.
I'll put them up. I'll put them upstairs at my house. Then we'll have 2 on mine, and we'll still fucking be A-okay.
Maybe you should just sit next to you. Yeah.
Snacktober, baby.
Rocktober. Did you see the Rockies gave out a beanie and gloves yesterday, and it was like 96 out?
Dude, the Astros are giving out a Justin Verlander jersey.
Yeah, it was one of those fake ones with the logo on it.
better than half the shit,
sponsor.
man.
It's going to be like what's that grocery store?
Like a
HEB?
soccer jersey. HEB, dog. HEB's legit.
I'm a bobblehead guy. Like if I go to a ball game, I want them to get bobbleheads.
But you're collecting all that stuff. Like you got those little pop boxes everywhere.
Yeah, and Automotivino. We got a
Onomatopoeia.
Chuck Nasty.
Ooh.
And then all the pops, of course.
I probably have some I can give to you. I got a Troy Tulowitzki gnome bobblehead. I think I got like a Larry Walker, just normal bobblehead. But I don't do anything with them. I don't even put them out on display, so I don't know why I have them.
You see, I'm going to put them on display right here, but I just haven't got that far yet.
Are you going to put that shelf like directly behind you and you're just going to stack up layers and layers of collections?
Might.
Nice. You should one episode just be like, this is my coin collection. Yeah. This is Arkansas.
I still think we need to do a What's in the Room podcast.
Whoa, too low. Whoa, free ball.
Keep it like that the rest of the episode. We could do a light up your world episode.
Jesus.
Guys, we're really stepping up the quality here on Colts Podcast.
Hell yeah. Maybe next week we'll come with some materials. Maybe I'll actually come with materials. I doubt it.
Yeah, I don't really think this whole freestyle thing is working out well. I mean, it was okay there at the beginning, and then a half hour hit, and we were like, now what?
Can you believe the weather we're having?
Steak.
Real heat wave coming through.
Joe Rogan.
Yeah. Let's talk about stuff we heard on other podcasts.
Speaking of podcasts, I still enjoy your quality time, boys.
Yeah.
Yeah. Does anybody have any videos we can put in here from this week?
I need to start taking videos for you. Damn.
Yeah, if you see some crazy shit while you're like just walking around town,
see if I got.
That's the perfect stuff to film.
We'll probably get kicked off for this, but I'll send you a picture to throw on. Actually, this weekend. So September 1st marks opening dove season for all you awesome listeners. Went dove hunting, and my golden retriever fetched her first dove.
You can't put animal killings on YouTube.
What?
It's a thing.
Definitely not on our Cults podcast. This is a sensitive podcast for guys. All of us are on the spectrum.
A little bit.
Yeah, I do think I have ADD. Instagram's killed my attention span.
Oh, I was going to actually do that on an episode. I was thinking we could go through some tests. We could do like a ADD, ADHD, autism, schizophrenic, all that stuff.
Hey, we should do a personality test.
That'd be cool too.
Read our results. I'll send you some. Take it in your own time because they're long as fuck.
Okay.
Is it what's that one website?
Myers-Briggs?
No, 16 Personalities, I think it's called.
I don't know. They make us do it for work all the time.
Because I know what I am, actually.
I'm a grouchy old man.
Yes, you are. You always have been.
Mm-hmm. This may shock you, but I'm an introvert.
You're a 46-year-old introvert?
47.
Oh, 47?
See, if we ever get to the point where we're doing live podcasts, I'm just going to freeze up on stage.
Yeah.
You'd be like, can we shut down so we can go to the bathroom? I'm like,
you talking to me? Good shit, boys. Coworkers figured out we have a podcast.
Oh my god!
How'd they figure it out?
I had a coworker house sit for me,
Uh-huh.
and he saw like the setup here: microphone, computer. He's like, "What do you do with that?" I was like, "Oh, dude, I got a podcast." And he's like, "What do you talk about?" I'm like, "Don't worry about
big
it.
Deal.
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it." So if you're listening to this
I might be quitting
coworker,
my job soon, but
keep it quiet.
keep it
And then
quiet.
they tried like Googling me, like Zach podcast. Oh fuck, bleep that.
You think you're gonna be canceled for 18 views?
Yeah, bleep that name in there, Jake. Thank you.
All right, you're gonna have to remind me what all you want bleeped.
Yeah. I feel like Zach's all the time going, shit, bleep that.
Mason, write down the timestamp.
Yeah.
You know how a while back we did that thing where you told a story that you censored, and then I told a story that I censored?
Yeah.
And then I didn't end up censoring mine very much.
Yeah.
Which kind of
defeated the
came
purpose.
back in not such a great way for me.
Okay, let's hear it. Why didn't it come back?
I mean, it's just like, I just can't. Any girl that I date now from the website, I can't tell her about the podcast. She'll go back and be like, "You're a dick." I'm like, I know. I was trying to hide that.
You're right. You're right.
But at least Zach's thing got censored, so it's all good.
I don't even remember what he said.
Oh, I do.
What'd I say?
And we're back.
We're live.
And... Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Oh, you guys were just in perfect unison with that drink. That was so cute.
Thanks, Mace.
We're mirroring each other.
Yeah.
Great minds.
Great minds what?
Think alike.
Oh.
Drink alike.
Yeah. You had an opportunity there and you let it slip.
It's okay, I got your back.
Thanks, buddy.
Perfect unison.
Zach, have you gone on and checked out my team name on Fantasy?
Nah, I will right now, though.
You haven't seen it? Oh, you'll appreciate it.
It's so weird that we can't do this podcast right when we're recording, but like when we're just sitting around talking, it's perfect.
Yeah. If we have anything to talk
This is
about,
like
actually,
dead air, which never happens. We're just sitting around.
Headshot dead. I am the captain.
Look at me. I am the captain now.
Headshot dead.
Now, if only I had better players, that'd be sick.
Pound for pound. Headshot dead. Look at me now. I rewatched that fight this weekend.
It was still good, huh?
Dude, I knew the head kick was coming, and I was still shook.
Yeah.
That's too
Did
bad.
it again.
How did he do it twice?
Dude, Usman is taking these memes in stride, though.
Yeah, he is. He's
eating those a lot better than he ate that headshot.
Yes, it is.
He's like, he gave me a 20-minute nap.
That's probably the best way to go about it, though.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, there's no point in getting defensive over it. That's just going to make them worse.
Right. People are going to make fun of you more in the next fight.
Yeah, you learn that when you're freaking grade school. If you show them that it got to you, well, guess what, buddy?
Hey, did you guys ride the bus growing up?
Yes.
School bus?
Yeah.
No.
Mason, when you were on the bus, did you like make fun of kids, get made fun of, like just constantly roast each other?
Yeah. It's just kind of like this. Yeah.
Yeah,
That's just
okay.
school. What does that have to do with school buses?
Dude, people think that's a foreign concept, but it's like riding the school bus getting made fun of.
Oh no.
Dude, that was like an everyday thing.
All the time. We used to make fun of Xavier. We called him Snorlax, you know, like the Pokemon.
Jesus, dude.
And every time you got on the bus, he'd be like... It was like, dude, you're always sleeping.
Who else did you make fun of on the bus?
So many people.
I know there was a kid who heated up a knife, like a pocket knife. Mason knows the kid. Mason knows what I'm talking about.
Here we were, first day of first grade.
He takes a pocket knife, heats it up, and he brands himself. He goes.
I knew people like in high school that would do that with like lighters and stuff, where they would like get the top really hot and then just. It's like that's the stupidest thing. Yeah. What do you guys think about bullying in school?
Bowling?
Since you were just talking, just bullying. Like, I'm not even talking cyberbullying. I'm talking
bullying.
No, bullying cubes.
Mason bullied me in high school.
Yeah, goddamn bowling. Let's talk about bowling
in high school.
Mason
but bullying
me in high school.
But wasn't it kind of normal then? Like it wasn't a big deal when we were kids.
Yeah, and it made everybody a better person. I felt.
Yeah, dude, I just went home and cried every night.
Yep,
totally normal.
Yeah, absolutely. Just 12 years later, and you had to go to therapy. That's the only difference.
$100,000 to a therapist later, you know, we're good.
Creating jobs, boys. We're creating jobs.
Yeah. I like this take.
I honestly think that the whole bullying thing in school is so blown out of proportion. Like what you see on TV is not what actually happens at school.
Well, I want to know about like cyberbullying is the big thing, or it was the big thing, you know, a few years back or whatever. But like, what the hell? Like, I get that like you can be verbally abused, but it's like just don't go online. Like you could just walk away.
I think online's kind of its own problem in itself. Like,
yeah, I think people just say shit,
bullied or not.
Well, I think people say shit online they want to say in person.
Well, and people are so addicted to it. You know, they gotta have Instagram or they gotta have Facebook, and
yeah, absolutely. Well, there's no repercussions really if you do crazy stuff online. Like you're basically anonymous. You can have multiple accounts. You can have
your own podcast, say whatever you want.
Or you can be some chick showing her ass online. And you're like, dude, you really need to think of yourself a little bit better.
But that chick makes more than all three of us combined.
Yeah, that's Johnny.
Johnny Grande's OnlyFans. Sign up now.
I knew one guy he subscribed to an OnlyFans.
Oh boy,
it was
that's a good story, Zach.
It was a
restart. Good as a restart.
Yeah, we didn't hear you.
So I know a guy who actually had like subscribed to an OnlyFans.
Oh yeah, and these are his war stories.
This is his story. The weird part, it was like his friend's OnlyFans. He like found his friend's OnlyFans.
That's that's very strange, actually.
I'll tell you off air.
Oh man!
He knows these. Here, just say it. We'll bleep it. I'll bleep it.
Yeah, sure you will.
You want to? No. We're bleeping enough in this episode.
No, it's funny when we bleep.
But yeah, it's that kind of weird that you like track down the person, and I asked him like, why her? And he's like, oh no, dude, I was curious. I'm like, no fucking shit, you were curious, dude. You spent $15.99.
That's just, but she can see that he's a subscriber, right?
I think it's anonymous account.
What color hair does
you don't link your Facebook?
What color hair does the OnlyFans person have?
Why?
Because I want to know if I know this or not.
I got a story for you off air though.
Just say it. We'll cut it.
It's time to end this podcast so I can hear the rest of the story.
Ladies and gentlemen,
leave
thank
the
you.
best parts off the podcast.
Dude, some of these things you have to leave off the podcast.
It's not like anybody knows anybody on here.
But if you try telling this story, I can try cutting it so everybody's anonymous still.
All right,
just go for it.
One day I was on Instagram, scrolling, and how there's like the people you might know.
Yeah.
And one of this person, it was a person I went to high school with. And I looked at it. Would you believe her name?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Her name was in high school.
That's 1123.
Anyway, I was like, she kind of looks familiar, but the name was like J something. I'm like, oh, click, what is this? Dude, fucking had an OnlyFans.
Who was it?
I'll say the last name out there. Or here,
Wait. Say it. I'm gonna bleep the crap.
Did you just do it in the chat? Ah.
That's true. We can do names in the chat. I forgot
Yes,
about
we
that.
can.
It took me a second to remember who it was, because like the name obviously wasn't there.
Yeah.
But then I was like, oh shit, I remember that person.
Who was the friend who had an OnlyFans that searched up the other OnlyFans? Ah, man! That's not nearly as awesome.
I know. Would have been something though.
Yeah.
But I'm still glad that we could leave this in.
Yeah, me too. Me too.
See,
So yeah, if you want to know what happened in the chat, subscribe to our Patreon.
Here's the real thing. If we know you, you're watching this and we know you, and you have an OnlyFans, email us. We'll let Johnny on. He's got an account. He'll let us know how it's going.
Why don't you want to get in touch with us?
We will promote your page.
I promise you, Johnny wants to get in touch with you.
Yeah. Do you want more subscribers? Because this is how you get more subscribers.
Oh, shit.
Guys, we have a large audience of 18 subscribers on YouTube.
Hey, that's not bad, actually.
It's a good start. We're 11 episodes in, so we're getting one per episode, way more than one per episode.
When we have more episodes than subscribers, that's when you start going, oh!
We got a couple more months.
Well, boys.
I think it's drying up again.
Yep. That's all I got for you.
It's dry like the beginning of a documentary.
Yeah, that's no shit.
So dry.
You got through the beginning though, didn't you, Zach?
Yeah, then I fell asleep.
And then you fell asleep. You watched the worst part, and then you're like, I'm giving up.
Dude, it's just hard for me to connect. There's no chance of me actually believing in it. So it's so hard for me to watch it.
But I get how people say that about the moon landing too.
Yeah, but the moon landing, people didn't die.
There was a family. They don't want to believe it.
There wasn't a war.
Die.
Well, because of it.
There wasn't a war.
Yeah,
that
in the
broke
shuttle
out
testing, the capsule caught on fire and 3 astronauts died.
Yeah, but that was trying to go. That wasn't the conspiracy that these people died because of this or that.
Because the government lied.
Yeah.
Although I do believe the government lies to us.
I know they do.
That is
Should we get really controversial? I don't think anyone died during 9/11.
And I'm out.
There you go.
See you next week, guys.
Join Mason and I next week on our new podcast.
Yeah.
Can you believe what Jake said?
Now that Hillary
that was some shit that I did last week.
And there goes our monetization.
Yeah, all that money we were going to get.